Peace and love, everyone. Welcome to Queen's Alchemy. And today we're going to be talking about time. Y'all know I often talk about time and how it's just a construct or, an element that was made up. Well, I decided to go a little deeper into it for you today. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Um, so, you ever feel like you're reliving the same life just with different faces? So, what I'm saying is, like, no matter how much time passes, you somehow end up in the same situations, dealing with the same patterns, meeting the same kind of people, like, kind of like you're stuck in a cosmic rerun. Like, it's just constantly going on and on and on. But then you got deja vu, that weird moment when you're like, wait, I've been here before. I've had this exact conversation and seen this exact space that I'm in before. But you're probably thinking, how? When was that? When did that happen? And you're really trying to place it. And don't even get me started on the Mandela Effect. If you're familiar with the Mandela Effect, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because I'm telling you, that is real. Man, I don't think time is what is told it is. I told you this a million times. What if time ain't even real? What if it's not even real? Like, what if time, like the past, present, and future, are all happening right now? We're just looping through different versions of the same script. Yeah. This is why I came on here today, because I want to talk about this. Right? I've been telling y'all this, but I just never broke it down for you in just one fell swoop. So that's what we get ready to do. What if time that we talking about ain't what we think it is? We've been taught that time moves in straight lines, past, present, future, like simple. They call it linear, right? But what if it's not really like that? That's not how it's working. What if that's just a lie? Just what if? You ever been in a dream that felt like it lasted forever, but when you wake up, it's only been 5 minutes? Now flip that. What if life is the same way? The life we're in right now, these things that we call reality, is it a dream? Are we living in a dream? What if time is something our brains made up so we don't freak out on what's really going on? Like, what is everything is happening at one time? What if everything is happening at one time? Like, what if it's all just occurring at the same time, but our minds can only process it one frame at a time? What if we're existing in multiple timelines, like right now, and then just don't exist? We just don't realize it. I mean, come on now. And then you got deja vu. It's like a weird feeling. You've been here before, you've seen it before, this happened before, you lived it before, but technically you haven't. Because science says that that's just your brain misfiring. They kind of give you all the information they want you to have and tell you the reasons that it's happening. But I question everything, like I told y'all before. What if it's something deeper? What if deja vu is actually a glitch in the matrix? Whoa, never thought about it like that. I didn't ever think about it like that until recently, I should say. It's only a moment when you accidentally see through the illusions. That's deep. The matrix glitch, called deja vu, is a moment when you see through the illusions. Just sit on that for a second. What if it's proof that we stuck in a loop? That your soul is remembering the last time you ran this exact program. And I say program because we are definitely uh, in a program, and we are programmed. Our programs are like computer programs. You get what I'm saying? Like that kind of that thing. Or what if it's a sign of two versions of you, two different versions of you, one from another timeline and one from this, just synced up for a second, just for, sync together, and now you feel like you've been there before. Deja vu, it happens to me. Do it happen to you? Because if it does, think about it for a moment. Think about those things I just said. Just like that. Once you have deja vu, it's gone. And then you keep pushing and you don't think nothing else about it. And then, but basically, I think it's like a clue that something that's telling you to pay attention. Pay attention. You know what I mean? And then I'm told you we're going to talk about the Mandela Effect. And some of us don't know what the Mandela Effect is, but it's like a shifting of the timelines. It's saying something that huge group of people say happened, and they remember it one way, but supposedly it never happened like that. You know what I mean? Like it never actually happened. And for instance, you got C3PO. I always say it wrong. C3PO always had a silver leg? Nah. I remember three C3PO being all gold. Bear stained bears. It was never Bernstein bears. It had an A in it. It's like Kit Kat never had a dash in it. It was just one word. It's so many things that if you look at one way that it was, you thinking, oh, they just changed it. Oh, they just updated it. But you're watching this, you're looking at old things. You're looking at things as they were at the time that they were. And you lived in that time when it was. And you saw it. But now when you see it in the same light, watching some type of rerun or watching some older document or looking at some older documents, you're seeing it different than what you remember it. And this huge group of people doing the same thing. Have you ever experienced that? That's the question. Because I have, especially with C3PO, right? There's a lot of examples out here. And if you have any, drop them in the comments of the Mandela Effect. Also, millions of people, when it comes down to the Mandela Effect, millions of people are collectively misremembering the same exact details. That seems odd. But the explanation to that could be, are we jumping timelines without realizing it? That's a possibility. I just want you to take it as a possibility, right? Like yesterday, the Fruit of Loom logo had a cornucopia, but today it doesn't. And somehow we are supposed to just accept that and make it seem like we just kind of crazy. We don't really remember what's going on. You get what I'm trying to say? Like the Mandela Effect is real and it happens that way, right? Are we living in a loop is the next thing I want to talk about, because things seem like it just keeps cycling around and around and around. And that at this point right here, it just seemed to be kind of crazy. If you, I don't know, what if you lived this life before, right? What if you lived this life before? You keep meeting the same kinds of people in different bodies. You keep dealing with the same struggles, no matter how much you try to change, and you keep feeling like you've done this before, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Think about it. What if this ain't the first time you lived this life? What if your soul what if your soul keeps getting reset? I mean, what if, let me see if I put this right. So what if your soul is resetting continuously, running through the same story with the little changes each time? What if that's based on, if you do it right this time, you don't have to repeat it. So it kind of looks the same, but then it kind of changes up because you got a part of it right. What if we're just coming back to this world over and over and over again? And I don't know. And it looks like, until we get it right, we're going to keep returning. But we don't remember what it is that we did wrong the first time. It's like living in a loop. It's the same things, like where you do the same type of things over and over again. You keep attracting the same people to yourself. Right here on this plane every day. Right here on this plane every day. We do it all the time. We attract the same type of people. We have the same type of situations. We be in the same type of struggles. So what if every time this happened, you got a portion of it right, and when you go through it the next time, you don't experience that portion of it? It's kind of like recycling your life. I think that's how the cycle of life is, as it recycles and loops. That's just my thought. Now, I done talked about hopping between realities, living in a simulation, time looping. I mean, whether we're stuck in this type of thing or not, whether we're stuck in the time loop, hopping between realities, or just living in a simulation, right? One thing's for sure. Reality ain't what we thought it was, because it's definitely not what I thought it was. The moment you start questioning it, you begin to see through it. So tell me, have you ever had deja vu? Or that moment where you experienced the Mandela Effect and you questioning yourself? Or something that made you question reality? Was it glitching? Like, wait a minute. Drop it in the chat. I want to hear these stories. Let's hear all about it. Let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion in the chat. Let's talk about all the times that you experienced these situations, or if you've ever experienced it. And if you haven't, I'm going to leave you with this. You might need to be paying closer attention, because it's actually happening. Because it's happened to me several times, and to a lot of other people that I've been in contact with. So let me know if this is happening to you. And in the meantime, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. Watch this video right here. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.